What's up? I want to do a review of the VAISTECH iVic Android hack for my Lexus RX 350. I'm pretty big into Android and phones in general, tech, that kind of stuff, and I think this is a pretty awesome hack for anybody that has a Toyota or a Lexus and doesn't want to do like anything to their stock navigation. So I'll just go through this really quick. This is the inside of my Lexus. It's got built-in navigation. Start it up. So the cool thing about these Lexus is they have what's called a little iDrive. You can see the iVic, which is the piece that gets installed starting up. Sorry for the focus, I'm on my DSLR and the focus isn't perfect. Anyways, it says waiting for source. So right now, first thing I'm going to show you is that this is a complete factory mod. So I can switch, like I just did right there, back into my factory navigation. Everything is the same as normal. If I switch to factory navigation, it'll start in factory navigation. So if you like to keep your stuff stock, everything in my car is stock, as you can see right now. And you can see I control this, the little clickers on the side, which takes me to different parts. Everything's stock, so all that stuff works. I can switch to my backup camera. You can see that works. My parking sensors, all that crap, all the stuff you pay for when you get a Lexus. So anyways, now I'm going to switch back into the Android iVic interface. So it's kind of weird how you do it. You go into the USB setting because it replaces your USB port, and you go to hold down random and it switches back in here. You can see Android right there. So first thing you'll notice is there's some different interfaces. You can use HDMI or Android. Obviously I got this for Android, so I'm going to click to that. It's going to say waiting for source. Zoom in a bit on that, I guess. Picture, didn't mean to. Not really good at taking videos with this thing. Okay, so here is what you get out of it. Basically, it's a cord that has, basically it's two cords. It's a USB cord, and I know it looks kind of funky, but the reason it looks funky is because I use a Samsung Galaxy Note 2, which has an MHL adapter. So basically, they give you an HDMI cable and a USB cable. And then what I did is I added my MHL adapter, and then I added the smallest little USB cord I could find to do charging into the side. So now let's go ahead and I'll plug in my Note 2. So here's my Note 2. It's running just stock. So right now it's in landscape mode because the reason for that is because it looks better on the nav in landscape mode, but I can show you. I can switch to portrait mode. So this is how you normally do it. I just have a little setting to quickly switch me to forced landscape mode. Right there. So I'm going to set this down for a second, and I'm going to plug it in. Try to hold it up like this. I suck at doing this. 1 second. So if we can see, I just plugged my MHL in, like so. Waiting for source goes away, and now you can see that my Note 2 desktop is on my navigation. And so basically, I have a little Bluetooth mouse, which is controlled through the navigation here. I can go here. My backup camera still works even when I'm in iVic. Should come up, blah 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 blah. Well, that's when I go into reverse, go back up, back to the interface, and my headset's all paired. So here I use Slacker, so I'm gonna play a little bit. So I'm playing music from my Android. So, and steering wheel controls still work. So I'll switch tracks.
You know the old shit.
My ghetto beats.
They tell them girls.
All the volume works. Even the voice actually still works. Call Sammy.
Dial Sammy.
So that's dialing my wife, but I'm going to do cancel. And or you can call. When you do that, it gets back into this, but you can go back to. Oop, go back into here. So you can see. That's hard to see because it's all. If I turn manual mode on. There it is. That's a little better focus. That's better focus. So basically, you can see my mouse pointer goes on here. When I click, I'm going to turn this off, music off, because we showed that worked. The OS is working pretty good. One thing that I was wondering about is how it's going to actually handle scrolling and holding down. It actually handles it pretty well. It's not perfect. Here, I'll even show you. This can work in portrait mode if you want to, but it looks like shit. I wouldn't recommend it. Oh, and when you're in portrait mode, you have to switch to tell the Bluetooth mouse that you're in portrait. So let me go back and let me switch to landscape. Bam. Okay, and then hold this down. Hold the back button down. So you can see it gives you some on-screen buttons, which are pretty cool. It gives you up, down, left, right. Just does basic up, down, left, right Android commands. You can see them going down on there. It gives you a home button. Gives you, do that again, gives you a back button. And then it has a little settings menu. If you hold this, well, the settings menu actually will open your settings menu. Or if you hold it down, you can go into the setup for how you set up your phone, but I'm not going to go into all that. So basically I'll go back, and then I will, so if you don't like the on-screen buttons, which, you know, you want the full screen, all you do is you go and you push up into the top left corner. So basically how this navigation works is it has like force feedback for little buttons, and they actually added some really cool force feedback hot corners. So like the left one will bring that up, the right one is home. Here, I'll open up YouTube. So I can go back with the bottom right, or if I want to open settings, it's the bottom left. Here, I'll play a quick YouTube video. Show you that there's a flicker on here, but there's no flicker when I look at it in real life. I don't know why there's a flicker. I'll play this guy.
Check this out.
It's basically using just HDMI, which is a very good video. It uses Bluetooth to connect as a. Alright, I'm gonna get out of that. It uses Bluetooth to connect as a mouse to Android, and pretty much just has the buttons as the hot corners. So, and that's all you need. Like I can show you, it connects all to your. See, like sometimes the click and drag is a little bit wonky, but. Click here. I don't even know what I want to look up. Cancel. I'll go back. Yeah, let's do that. Let me see. Let's look up like a restaurant. Navigate to Burrito Factory on Camden.
Navigating.
So I can do that. Click navigate. Your Google navigation all works. Blah blah blah. Get out of that though. I don't really need to show that. So what I like about this unit is it doesn't replace anything stock. So if I go to sell the car, I can really just put it back in factory mode. I don't have to worry about anything. If I ever, want to have somebody else drive it, I can just easily, here I'll show you again, go back to my menu, hold this down, go to source select, go back to factory mode, and I am in full factory mode as soon as this comes up. So back here. So now I'm back in my normal factory mode. Normal audio, got my radio, all that stuff. So I like how it doesn't replace anything. I also like the upgradability. for me, because I feel like, you know, technically how the thing works is it's just doing HDMI out from your phone to the screen, and then it is connecting the buttons on your steering wheel, such as the track next. Look at that. The track next and the track previous as just standard Android buttons, and then it's just connecting this little guy as a Bluetooth mouse. So I feel like this will be compatible with any versions of Android that will support that in the future. And the way that Google usually does stuff is they don't usually try to break, you know, universal compatibility like that. So basically that's my review. I think it's pretty awesome. I like how I can just get straight in my Android interface, and as I'm driving, you can even do, you know, all the voice stuff works. So if I get back into here, go into my, let's go to like a text message, go to my gardener, be like, hey Danny, what's going on? And I'm going to delete that because I don't want to send it to my gardener. So that's cool. Basically you can control your entire OS. If I do call somebody, I won't show it right now, but you can see that it's using the in-car mic for all the Google stuff because it's connected as a headset. If I called somebody, even the steering wheel controls for phone, you know, call and stop work. So that's actually pretty cool too. One really cool thing, I think, let me go to Chrome. So I go to Chrome, let me go to like Engadget. I go to Reddit because I love Reddit. So one thing that I did not expect at all, so I can click and drag, you know, look through Reddit. I usually use a Reddit app, but this is a good place to show it. I can click and drag and like kind of do that, but they actually made these little buttons, let me focus again, the up and down buttons on. I got disconnected there because my DSLR can only write such a big movie. Anyways, so I was saying they got these little buttons right here working as a scroll bar. So when I click up and down, you can actually see, if I go here, you can see it scroll up and down, which is, I mean, a pretty awesome little touch for the factory nav. I've heard that this thing is actually certified by Toyota Lexus, so, which makes it even cooler. I think this is a really awesome hack for anybody that wants Android in their navigation and wants to be able to upgrade it and wants to use standard factory stuff and not replace it. It's not cheap. It was $5.99. It's not a simple installation, at least for me. I mean, most people might be able to figure it out. I had a place to do it that knows how to do it, but they actually didn't really know what they were doing on the software side. They didn't know how to program it. I figured that stuff out myself. That was all easy for anybody, I think. So cool. Hope you guys think it's pretty cool. I like it a lot. I'll be playing with it. Have a good one. Bye.